Hi guys, and welcome back to this episode of the Pugging Rights podcast. We're your hosts. Should we just call this episode "We're all really depressed"?
Yes.
About World Juniors. And where were you when it happened? That's what I want to ask.
Oh my god. I remember exactly where I was. I was at the store and I started crying. It was so sad.
Like in the middle of an aisle or something?
Yeah, it was like a clothing store, and because we went to the mall that day, and I told my mom, like, oh my gosh, they officially canceled World Juniors. This is the worst news ever. I just started crying. And everyone was just like, all my family was just walking away from me. They're like, we're over this. That's where I was.
Pathetic. I was at home. I was sitting at the kitchen table. And then I started crying.
Yeah.
I literally started crying, and then I went upstairs, put on my Team Canada jersey, and cried some more.
I was on my bed.
Yeah. Man.
And then we got the first it was like reports of like a meeting.
Yeah.
There were like reports of like a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like,
we're not gonna know for like a few hours.
And then but then I think like an hour after that they were immediately, oh yeah, like it's probably getting canceled. And then like half an hour after that we got like the official announcement.
Yeah.
No.
I went through like the stages of grief.
Yeah.
Like I feel like every time I remembered something, I was like getting more emotional about it. Like,
and now
at first I was like, damn, we're not gonna get the revenge tour.
Oh my god.
And then I thought about the Devon mask, and I thought about everything else that was going on. I thought about the bestie vibes that we're not gonna get to see. Thought about how Owen's never gonna win a gold medal at the World Juniors, and I thought about Kent, who only got like 3 opportunities to wear like the maple leaf. Yeah, it was a really emotional day that day.
Yeah.
I think I cried for like an hour.
And now I feel like now I've kind of moved on from sadness. Now it's kind of like anger.
Anger, acceptance,
hope
that there will be a summer tournament. Because
I get so sad whenever like I look at the Team Canada tag. I just like I have to exit out before I start crying.
You know, it's
I've been trying to avoid like World Junior content.
I avoided it for the first 2 days, and then I kind of accepted that it was over and that they were probably going to reschedule it for the summer.
Yeah.
By which, we're going to get to what would happen if they reschedule it in the summer, which is going to be good which would be, like, amazing for Canada, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Because
yeah.
the people we could get back, it's a list. But I feel really bad for the people who get kicked off.
True.
But do I really need Will Carlisle on this team?
Yeah,
like genuinely, like if they do decide to like add players back in, they're obviously gonna have to have like a training camp and stuff. So they could have just like another selection camp.
Yeah.
And see who makes the team, because I still want Connor Bedard on the team, but I also want other people on this team.
Right, like we want Jarvis and Silly and Quinton
and Byfield
and Jamie
Drysdale. Is that it? Is that the whole list?
I have the list of people we care about.
True. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I'm more optimistic about a summer tournament, and I'm kind of just looking forward to like the second half of the season. Yeah. Kind of.
New Year's Eve was really bad for me though, because it's like New Year's Eve was really bad. Cause I was like, oh, we're supposed to be Finland, and
dude, the way that we were all prepping for Canada Germany, literally 2 hours before the meeting happened and it got canceled. They literally had announced that they were wearing the heritage jerseys that night.
We were so excited.
I was so upset.
We never got to saw the heritage.
We never got to see the boys in the heritage jerseys. It's fine. It's fine. It's not
fine.
We're fine. But yeah, I guess. Oh, we should get into the cancellation. It's because of COVID. Obviously, most teams experienced a COVID outbreak. We're hearing different things about why. They might have experienced a COVID outbreak. But yeah, every team pretty much had like a positive test by the end of the tournament, and we know a couple names of like who ended up testing positive. Like Wallstad in Sweden tested positive. For Sweden, tested positive. Can't confirm, but I think Gooley for Team Canada tested positive because all his teammates left Edmonton, and he conveniently did not.
So like,
yeah, and I think it's been confirmed that there was a goalie and a forward on Team USA that caught it.
Yeah.
Not named Drew Comessa.
yeah. Goalie not named Drew Comessa.
Yeah, that's what we know for sure.
I want to know who the forward is, though.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't been able to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, the only reason we were able to figure out Caden was kind of because, like, everyone was kind of leaving, and, like, the Oil Kings kind of did have to leave for a road trip. And they just conveniently left behind
Caden.
Rip Caden. And Mark Masters got it, too.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Masters got it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably figure out. Because the NCAA teams are getting back in action.
Yeah, soon. If it's Maddie, we'd know.
Yeah, like, I could probably figure it out based on who isn't playing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, other than that, like, there's a lot of, like, backlash, I guess, towards the IIHF right now.
Because it could have been avoided, right? Like,
yeah. But also, apparently, Gord Miller says protocol wasn't exactly followed in Red Deer, which, like, oh god, fuck Red Deer.
Fucking Red Deer. It's because Russia doesn't believe in COVID anymore.
True. We'll get to that. We will get to that.
We've talked about this. But yeah.
But, like, apparently it wasn't followed. They weren't, like, wearing masks all the time and stuff and, like, mingling with the public. Yeah. There's conflicting reports about that. Like, some teams they did all they could. There's some teams that are saying that there's some people who are saying, like, they definitely didn't do all they could. And so, yeah, Red Deer was, like, a cesspool. It was a mess. Like, Edmonton was a mess, too, but, like, not as bad as Red Deer.
Yeah.
Because Red Deer had about the same number of cases as Edmonton did.
Edmonton wasn't that bad, though. Because Edmonton wasn't bad until, like, the very end.
Yeah, until the very last day. Literally until the Czechs. Who, conveniently, were in Red Deer 3 days before this. Not 3 days. A little bit longer. They were there on the 23rd.
Yeah.
And their game got canceled because the Swiss had COVID.
Yeah.
And they were in contact with that. So it does make sense. Really, the IIHF was stupid that they didn't schedule within group pre-tournament games.
See, because they never do with intergroup pre-tournament games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
but, like, you're going in between locations.
Yeah, that's
like,
the problem.
It's not really ideal for you to be, you know, in contact with these people.
Yeah, like
I'd just rather have Canada, Finland. I wouldn't mind that. And then Germany and Austria can play each other.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it does still the fifth group.
They still would have had to travel for, like, elimination games and stuff. So, like...
Yeah, true. But only the Red Deer teams.
Yeah, but, like, I don't think this would have happened if they had all the teams in one place.
True.
Or, like, I don't think it would have been this bad if they had all the teams in one place.
Yeah. Do we have any, I guess then, since we've talked about, like, why it ended and how sad we are, do we have any favorite memories from the tournament?
When they got locked out.
When they got locked out! Again. The key word is again, Ari, when they got locked out again.
No, but the last time they weren't locked out, the door was, like, closing on them.
Oh, yeah.
And they couldn't figure out how to stop it from closing. And it's like
only Jack Quinn figured it out.
Yeah, he was like,
Bo with his, like, Bo. So stupid.
He was, like, trying to hold.
He was, like, holding it open. And then he just decided that there wasn't a button and it was just closing.
Yeah, like, I wonder how they opened it in the first place, you know?
And probably a team staff. Guarantee you team staff.
Yeah. They're so stupid. Yeah. I love them.
You know, the Kent and Mason friendship that developed for some reason. I miss it. I do miss that.
You know what I immediately thought of when I saw that, or, like, noticed it? Mm-hmm. My very first thought was, like, Mason and Kent become friends, and then Kent comes to Ottawa to visit Mason. Kent and I are now in the same city, and everything's beautiful.
Yo, I mean, it's not completely out of the question. I mean, Betsy went down to Toronto last year.
Yeah. See, like, oh shit, my battery's gonna die. 1 sec. Keep on going.
Yeah. Like, he went down to... Okay. And we can talk about... I guess I will say that my favorite memory was the creation, the discovery of all the deep, inherent GTHL narratives.
Yeah.
That...
And it's like, we already kind of knew them.
We knew, but we needed the confirmation.
Yeah.
That it was a thing. Yeah, so Jamie called Owen Big O, which, first of all, guarantee precedes Big Dog. I guarantee you it precedes it.
Yeah. Because Big Dog,
like, if you just think about the timeline, it definitely precedes it. Yeah, like, I'm just thinking about it, and it's crazy to think about. Like, and Cole, too. Cole freaking adopting it.
No, see, Cole probably had that before Worlds, and then Worlds happened, and then he changed it.
Yeah, because Brayden.
Yeah, and now Brayden's gone, so he's like,
pal.
Brayden's gone, so now he's gone back to, like, the GTHL.
Gone back to the GTHL stuff, and I found photos of Owen and Jamie training together, or a person I think is Jamie. I can't really tell. Maybe I'm blind.
Fine.
And then, obviously, they all go to pep camp together.
Yeah.
And they'll all be there this summer. Right, Jamie? Right, Jamie? You're not going to ditch?
You're
right,
not
Jamie?
You're going to ditch and go to the lake with your friends?
Are you going to ditch and go to the lake with your friends, who also happens to be, like, best friends with Owen? Because, Charlie Callahan on the Steelheads is, like, best friends with both of them.
Yeah.
Which, like... Can we just talk about the deep GTHL narratives that are developing here?
Yeah, because we were always like, oh yeah, like Fats, Jamie, and Quinton.
Yeah.
And now apparently Owen's also in there.
Owen's also in there. Maybe even more than Quinton. But no, Owen didn't play on that infamous spring hockey team.
True. But like
that spring hockey team that is like, and I love Jamie like trying to pass it off like him and Fats aren't friends. Yeah. Literally him being like, yeah, I was watching it in the hotel with my dad and my brother, and we were all going. He was gonna say something crazy, and then he cut himself off, and he was like, yeah, we were all pretty impressed by that.
Yeah. He's trying to be so like subtle.
Yeah, I don't believe for a second they didn't text each other after the first game.
Me neither.
I don't believe for a second that they didn't text each other.
Being like, yeah, like friends and family. Define friends, Owen.
Define friends. Yeah, exactly. I love how he said that no one on the Sabres texted him, although I guarantee you Dylan Cousins texted him. Like,
He's
come on.
yeah. I mean, it's Dylan. Like,
It's Dylan. He's on COVID protocol. Like, what else is he gonna do?
yeah. Like, you really think he wouldn't be watching the World Juniors?
Yeah. Dylan, literally, like, Captain Canada from last year? No. No. Don't even start with that.
Oh.
No one from Worlds and no one from the Sabres. Sure. Owen,
Seth
sure.
and him are literally on the same team. Like,
Yeah. That's guaranteed said something. Like, come
no
on.
shit. Like,
Yeah, and, their little friendship bracelets.
ah.
Oh my god, yes.
People are saying that it's COVID bracelets. First of all, it's not COVID bracelets. I know for sure it's not COVID bracelets because last year, Bar Down did like a day in the life in the bubble thing, and they showed the COVID bracelets, and they don't look like that.
These are like these look like those like string bracelets, like
Yeah, the string
and
ones,
braided.
yeah.
Yeah.
That you make.
Yeah, like.
And then, like, everyone has one, like...
And I want to know how long it took them to make those.
They probably did in quarantine as their, like, bonding activity
I know,
this year.
but I, like, want to know how long it took. I don't
True.
I don't believe it.
But they all look, like, kind of the same. So,
Yeah.
like, maybe it isn't, like, one person made them or whatnot, like...
Maybe they all made their own, and then the team was like, these suck. And then just, like somebody else, like, just redid it. Just for all of them.
I know what you're saying, yeah. I get it.
I don't believe for one sec that every single person on that team can make a string brace. Like, I don't believe that.
I don't believe that either. But, like, it just makes me emo, because, like, they all have them.
You think they're gonna still wear them after the tournament?
I want to monitor their wrists, honestly. Because Owen wears bracelets under his, like, gear.
We've seen Owen wear bracelets.
Hmm?
Owen and Kent are gonna have matching bracelets.
Don't even start me on the Owen and stuff from World Juniors, okay? Don't even start. I love how it went from just me in the tag on Archive, and then it totally went to other things, and more people in the tag. Ari, talk about your favorite experiences.
The bestie vibes. I just loved it all so much. And when they had all the beanies, when they went to the lake, oh my gosh. Everything about it was great.
Everything about it was great. Yeah. I mean, do you want to talk about Ronan?
Oh my god. Well, I'm not as obsessed with him anymore. I think it was a short-lived phase. Yeah. Hope he's doing well. That's all I want to say.
Yeah. I feel like I just fell in love with all the boys.
I know.
I even developed an appreciation for Ridley Gregg. An appreciation. Like, still don't love Will Cooley. Cooley?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Cooley rhymes with Ghoulie.
I saw somebody on Twitter, like, the way that Cooley, like, Will Cooley, is pronounced the same way as, like, Cooley as in Logan Cooley.
No.
I saw that somewhere.
We hate both of them. We hate both of them in this economy.
Yeah. But it's just funny.
Yeah. Oh, and we never got to see Shane score a World Juniors goal.
That's so depressing.
It's so depressing. Like, I don't know. Just thinking about it. Like,
10 scores.
Man, we need to have a summer tournament for this reason.
Yeah. I'm just happy Kent got to play, to be honest.
Yeah, and he scored a goal, which is so nice. He
looked so happy.
Yes, he looked so happy.
You see him?
He was looking so good the whole tournament. I'm going to be really honest.
You see him on the bench with Connor?
Yes, I did see him. The fathers of the duo.
Yeah.
But in reality, Shane's his dad, you know?
But, like, I feel like Kent was his dad first, though. Right?
Kent was his friend first. I'll say that. What was his friend?
Oh,
there is an angry word people. But yeah, like, I feel like there was just so much this term.
Also, when they wore the matching flannels, that was so cute.
Oh yeah, that was adorable. Like, all the guys, the bar down video, so iconic.
Oh
we didn't talk about that because I think that came out like during or like right after our last video.
I think it came out during our last video.
Yeah. And like, man, think about it.
Shane being like, they said me, what are they talking about?
Yeah, what are they? Literally, him trying to convince people that he's good at Chell, like stuttering. Like, I play Chell. I play video games.
I play sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst. Like trying to convince himself that he's good at video games.
Oh, it's so endearing.
Mm-hmm. And then Owen spending literally like a half a minute on just roasting Kent's music taste.
It's payback for Kent roasting his music taste on Pucks and Deep.
Yeah, that's true. Because he doesn't know anything but country, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently, according to Kent. And yeah, Olin literally being like, I've heard Kent's music is bad. Before even meeting Kent.
Where did you hear that from, Olin?
Where did you hear that, Olin? Where did you hear that information? It could have only come from the two people on the team who know Kent, and we know Betsy would never talk badly.
Yeah, Connor wouldn't say a bad thing about him, ever.
Yeah. And then there's Owen, who definitely thinks bad things about him.
Yeah.
And,
that's being like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Kent has scored, like, a Michigan goal before. How do you know about that, huh?
How does anyone know about anything, Kent? Like, before, on Media Day. This is on Media Day.
There are two things. They either Googled him, which, like, fair enough, or Owen told them.
Owen definitely told them,
right?
Let's be real.
And, like, I like to believe Owen told them everything.
Okay. In between him calling Kent, like, every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, this is direct quote from TSN, by the way. Yeah, he somehow found time to talk about Kent. Somehow. Man, I think about that sometimes. Like, bro, that's insane. That's insane. Who would call your friend every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, while you're trying to go make other friends on this team?
He doesn't want to make other friends, though. I think that's it. I think he just doesn't want friends.
He's like, yeah, I got Shane, and that's good enough. And that's...
Yeah.
Like, him not even bothering to make friends with Mason.
It's so funny.
Like, hilarious. I don't know, I miss it.
Mason coming between him and Kent doing that one face-off.
Oh my god. He was like, leave her for Jesus?
Yeah. Jesus being himself.
Just being himself, interrupting things. I also love when Owen was like, yeah, I don't like roommates.
Who was it? Was it Stan Coven?
Yeah, poor Stan Coven, man.
He doesn't like roommates. He lives with 4 of his teammates.
Yeah, he doesn't like roommates. But Kent's fine. I bet he thought that him and Kent were going to be roommates, and then he got really, really pissed when they were not roommates.
Because Kent wasn't there.
Yeah, because Kent was busy being sick.
Yeah, busy getting...
With boards.
He was busy getting soup brought to his room.
Oh, yeah! I remember that. I remember them saying that. All of his teammates brought soup to his room.
Oh, I love Michigan. That's so much.
I'm, like, so excited for, like, the second half of their season. Like, I'm kind of hyped for NCAA hockey, like...
As you should be!
Like, I feel like the OHL is kind of stagnating because of COVID. And the WHL... the WHL, I know the Ice are never going to disappoint me, so...
The NCAA was also, like... I mean, BU played with 4 defensemen and 1 so light.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Devin's season is also going to. I like keeping track of him. He's awesome, by the way. Best goalie in the country. Might win the Richter.
Oh, I can't.
We'll see how he does at Beanpot. Kinda want him to go off at Beanpot,
so
not gonna
nervous
lie.
for Beanpot.
Hmm?
Oh, I'm very nervous for Beanpot.
Oh, because BC?
Yes, because BC is like, sometimes they decide to be very good, and sometimes they're like, we really, really miss Boldy Newhook and Knight.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just excited for, like, watching junior hockey and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, watching the NHL sometimes.
I
only really watch the Sabres. And that's mainly because they just have a lot of young guys. So I'm, like, excited about them.
I am a Habs fan. So.
Oh, yeah. Have fun watching the Montreal Rocket, Kat.
They're on quarantine. They're on a 5-day quarantine. They suspended.
We love that.
They were like, They were like, oh yeah, like 15, 16 COVID cases. Maybe a bit much.
Maybe too much.
Maybe too much.
Yeah.
You know, they were beating Florida at one point yesterday.
Oh yeah, I remember.
At one point, they were up 2-1.
Yeah, and then they completely collapsed.
Okay, look, they had 15 forwards, 5 defensemen.
15? I thought it was 11. They only played with 11 forwards.
I don't.
Where did you get 15 from? 15 is more than the normal.
Oh yeah.
You can only carry 12. Yeah.
Yeah, they had 11.
Where'd you get 15 from?
I don't know. Okay, my brain isn't working. I'm tired. Yeah, they had 11 forwards, 5 defensemen, and most of them were AHL players. So I think they did pretty well for themselves. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. I mean, if we don't have any more favorite memories, I feel like the whole tournament was just a favorite memory
so much fun.
of mine. It was just a good tournament. And I'm so sad about, like, everything.
Oh. You see my Instagram comment? My Instagram caption?
Yes. I saw it. It's so depressing. But we will move on and talk about what happened after with Team Russia and the Czechs.
I felt so bad.
It's more Team Russia than the Czechs. The Czechs literally didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, the Czechs were just kind of thrown in because they have a similar sweater.
Yeah. So Team Russia, they're so stupid. I guess they were flying out of Calgary yesterday and had to be removed from a plane. The coaching staff, the training staff, like the entire team, they had to be removed from a plane because they weren't following COVID protocols and were intoxicated.
I'm not surprised, but like...
Because of course they were. This has happened already.
See, here's the thing though, this time it's worse because COVID is like actually a problem, you know?
Yeah.
Like last time they were just drunk. And that's also...
Now they were drunk and illegally not wearing masks.
Yeah. And like also last time it was like they just won like the biggest tournament of their lives in a very like big game. Like, I don't like it, but I can kind of understand it, you know?
Yeah.
This time...
What was your excuse?
See, the drinking, they'll probably be like, oh yeah, they're just sad, you know?
The drinking can be excused for some of the team, because legal drinking age is 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if they fed Matej Michkov any of that...
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Plus, they weren't following COVID protocol.
That I'm not surprised by.
Yeah, because they don't believe.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I have a friend. She's in Russia. Do figure skating. And apparently, according to their government, 56% of the country has immunity to COVID-19. Whatever the heck that means.
That's so stupid.
Very.
Considering they already had to leave one player behind because they were in protocol. Because Russia had a player in protocol.
Yeah.
Sad. And, like, yeah. And the Czechs. Oh, God, the Czechs. I feel so bad for them.
Yeah, I feel so bad.
They got kicked off the plane, too. Because, apparently they had the passengers on the plane identified the people not following protocol and being clearly intoxicated on a flight as the boys in the gray Nike sweaters, which is so vague.
That's very vague.
Yeah, and so the Czechs got kicked off too, but I think they're flying back today because the Finns were also on that plane because the Czechs were supposed to fly with the Finns.
Yeah.
And so Team Finland really is dodged a bullet there by having white Nike sweaters. Because I think theirs are white.
Yeah, those are white. Not so bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's a mess. It's a mess. Just don't do that. Police are investigating, apparently, local police.
Oh.
And people might be charged.
I mean, like...
Zubov might be charged. So, like, the head of the thing.
Yeah. Cause
he's head coach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means he's basically in charge of them.
Yeah. And he was smoking on the plane.
Yeah. It's
because
like,
of course he was.
It's kind of like if you're a kid does something bad, the parent is basically responsible. Same kind of thing, I feel like, here.
Yeah.
Even though they're not really kids, I guess.
Yeah. And then, I guess we should get to the final World Juniors thing. What it would look like if they held the tournament again in the summer. We kind of talked about it a little bit, but this is coming from, like, a Czech reporter. What they are considering doing for World Juniors. In the summer, so all games shall be played again, which with every team starting with 0 points. Hopefully they don't erase the records, guys.
They won't.
I don't... Owen Power needs to hold the one defenseman hat trick.
Yeah.
They have to.
I don't think they'll erase the records because the games that were played were legitimate. But they're starting at 0 because there are teams that had to forfeit games and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rosters can be changed, but all 2,000 players can be included again, which is super interesting because you know who was born in 2002 and wasn't available for this tournament because it was during the NHL season?
Wow.
Jamie Drysdale and Quinton Byfield. And Seth Jarvis.
And, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. If we could actually see Power Drysdale because of this, I will be...
But you know, if rosters can be
so
changed, that also means there's a chance, a very small chance, Brant could be put on the team.
There is a small chance that Brant can be put on the team, and Brennan.
Yeah.
Please. Please. Because, like, Team Canada has their summer camp anyways.
Yeah.
So just shove selection camp right in there, and then you're good. Like, it'll just be so good if we could have it in the summer in, like, July, maybe, like, right after the draft. And, yeah, it would be great if we could get, like, a first line. Think about this first line. We could have first line of Johnson, Byfield, Perfetti.
They won't put Perfetti
Byfield, Jarvis, too.
Yeah. I don't think they'll put Kent and Fats on a line together.
Unfortunately. They'll just be on the power play together. Imagine the power play being better than it already is, guys.
Oh my god. I just feel so bad for everyone else.
I would feel... Yeah, because Team USA wouldn't get anyone back.
They would get Boris back. Boris and Barron.
Yeah, one person. But, like... Boards would have played anyways, if not for COVID.
Yeah.
Like, they're not getting anyone new. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to get, like...
Yeah.
really any new people. Board, that's about it. Team Finland's gonna get ratty about it. Like, Team Canada's gonna get, like, their entire roster back.
I know.
Like, it potentially. Depending on who releases who. Because apparently LA is really pissed about Brant Clark.
But it's during the summer, right? So, like... Can they even...
Yeah. It's still in the summer, but, like, they're really pissed about Brant not being on the team.
I know. I am, too. But can they really stop him from going if it's during the summer?
They can, because they still own his rights, technically.
Technically, like...
But, like, who wouldn't let their mom... Winning a gold medal, okay?
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Like
And by then, Fets will have already gone to Worlds and, like, won another gold or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, as if Fets wouldn't. Like, because I don't know if the Jets are going to make the playoffs this year, to be really honest. They kind of loaded up, and now they kind of suck.
You know who's definitely not making the playoffs? The Montreal Canadiens.
Hey, Nick Suzuki! On Team Canada?
Yes. Get Zeus a gold medal.
I've also heard things about, like, it'll just be good. If we have a summer tournament, it'll be amazing. And, like, I don't want it to move from, like, the Christmas tournament, because, like, it's iconic at Christmas, but, like, at the same time, a summer tournament is so much more convenient for, like, Team Canada. All of our Team Canada's benefit, guys.
Yeah, like, it's the same thing. Like, I don't know why they have to have Worlds at the same time as playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, they couldn't move Worlds back 4 weeks, like a month.
Yeah. I guess the only thing is, like, they probably couldn't even get, like, they want to keep the players fresh, I assume. So, like, to prevent having, like, a training camp. Because Worlds usually doesn't have, like, a training camp, right?
Yeah.
And so, you're not really going to get many guys who played in the playoffs anyways. Because they're all going to be tired by the end of the... By the end of the run.
Or injured. Or both.
Tired and or injured. Like, by the end of the runs.
Yeah.
And, like... And if you put it, like, right after the playoff... Like, the Stanley Cup playoffs, you're probably still only getting the players who didn't play in the playoffs. And then that leaves, like, a month or more of a gap between them playing.
Like, some of the people from the second round that got, like, eliminated.
Yeah. But, like, at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the same time. But, like, then we wouldn't get, like, Owen and Fetz on this team. And Braden. Braden, who played maybe 5 minutes the whole tournament and still got a gold medal.
Look, he played. He was on. He got an assist, didn't he?
He got 1 assist. He played less than 10 minutes in, like, the entire tournament.
He got a point, though.
Yeah.
He
a singular point. On a Fetz goal.
Exactly.
Amazing. I want Michigan to go far. So, well, no, they'll be done playoffs by the time Worlds comes around.
Yeah. Because they finish April.
Yeah. It's like at the latest they finish April. And Owen will be with the Sabres by then. And it'll be fine. Yeah, but I don't know, maybe Olympics will do some stuff. Because I know they're going to announce Olympic teams soon.
Okay,
and
I'm so scared.
I've heard Kevin Adams is supporting Owen for the Olympic team.
But it doesn't
so the
matter.
Sabres would release him. The Sabres would release him, would loan him.
But he would be with Michigan.
But it depends if Michigan loans him.
And Michigan wouldn't loan him.
Wouldn't they?
I really don't think they would. Because it's 2 weeks.
They would lose half the team.
Okay, yeah, there's that. And also, if they loan him and he gets COVID, he's probably missing playoffs.
Is he? It's not 5. It's May-February. March? Like, it ended in, like, the second week of March?
Well, Big Ten playoffs are in the middle of March. And then NCAA... Yeah.
He wouldn't miss the playoffs. It'd be, what, 5 weeks?
5 weeks we
That's
missed
over
playoffs.
a month.
But it starts like early, right? This year? So it's like February. Does it start mid-February? Or like it starts like really early.
That is true.
I don't know. I think that
But
they might
also,
load
like,
Owen.
Even if they don't miss playoffs, it's like they're missing pretty much the second half of the season.
True.
Right?
True. But like, think about it, Kat. If Owen got an Olympic gold medal, like,
So I want it, but like,
I want it. I would want it for him. You know.
But for me, Michigan. I care more about Michigan than I do about Canada's Olympic team.
True. True.
Right?
True. They should just send the national junior team. Gonna be really honest, they should just send the national junior team. Yeah. I mean, Team USA would probably, like, take a lot of the guys, too.
Yeah.
I.e. Maddie. Maddie, for sure.
Maddie and Boards, I think, maybe.
Probably, yeah. No, Maddie and Briss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who else?
Not- Luke can just chill out. They wouldn't take Luke. Not an 18-year-old.
No.
They wouldn't.
They might take one of the goal. No, they would. They're definitely not getting into the goalie. It's definitely not happening.
Well, no, they might take Devin Lisa. They might take Luke
Northeastern
because
wouldn't let him
Luongo's
go.
assembling the team.
But Northeastern wouldn't let him go because without Devin,
I mean, their season is pretty much washed anyways without him.
exactly. So they wouldn't let him go.
But at the same time, the Sabres are going to let him go if he gets asked.
But, like,
And Northeastern might not, but I think they could. They probably don't see themselves as a championship team this year. They know that Devin is carrying them. He is legitimately carrying them right now.
exactly. And if he goes, there won't be anyone to carry them, and they will suck.
They have other goalies.
Not really.
They have other goalies, Kat.
Okay, so the other goalies aren't good though.
Who knows? We haven't seen them play.
I know. Because if they were good, they would have gotten one game. But have they
True.
gotten one game? No.
True. But I don't know. I feel like Devin has a strong chance of going. Because
Isn't the
Luongo
bean pod?
Luongo loves Devin. Luongo loves Devin.
I'm pretty sure the bean pod at the same time as the Olympics.
True. There is Beanpot, so he might not want to go.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, at the same time, just, if you move the Olympics to the summer, it'll be, like, hockey to the Summer Olympics. It would be so much easier.
You know, figure skating
everyone.
used to be part of the Summer Olympics.
Exactly.
So that's only because they
just
didn't.
move hockey there.
That's because they didn't have Winter Olympics.
Yeah. But, like, move hockey there. Come on. Like, it's so much easier for everyone. You can just play it indoors. It's not like it's really that much of an issue. Plus, you can get so much more talent there. And, like, same thing with, like, World Juniors. Like, it's iconic in the winter, but, like, at the same time.
But the winter has different vibes, you know? Like,
Yeah. It does give different vibes. But I'm, like, super excited to see if we actually get Power Drysdale. I really want Power Drysdale. Like, more than anything, I would like Power Drysdale. Please. Oh, and they might not host it in Edmonton again.
Yeah.
It will be hosted in Canada, is what it says. And will take place in June or July.
No,
But-
maybe it could happen in Toronto, and then you could go.
No, probably not with our COVID issues. But somewhere safe.
Is there anyone?
Quebec!
Quebec's not safe. Quebec's definitely not safe.
I'm just joking.
Is
Yeah,
there
definitely not.
anyone safe in Canada, though? Like,
Not super safe, but, like, Saskatchewan's probably, like, pretty okay.
because there's nobody there.
Yeah, because there's nobody there, yeah. Like, Saskatchewan's, like, fairly okay. And, like, I don't know, I would say that maybe, they should host it there. Depends. Host it in Whitehorse. Host it in the Yukon. Have Dylan Cousins MC.
Yeah.
Drop, ceremonial puck drop.
You know, but here's the deal. If they host it during the summer, that means, like, people can like go, like players, like NHL players can go and watch. Like
Exactly. So much potential. Like, I would just love if it was held. Like
imagine people from last year's team coming to watch this year's team play.
GTA crew.
Yeah.
This is why they gotta host it in Toronto.
Yeah, if they host it in Toronto. No, I don't see. Even if they don't play, you could. Oh, there's so much potential for people to go and watch, and like reunions to happen.
Yeah, stuff. Reunions. All I want is Power Drysdale. I don't even care about anything else. Like, I don't care. Genuinely, I can't believe we got that ripped away from us. Thanks, Jamie, for being too good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I want it to happen. If we can't get Power Clark, we can at least get Power Drysdale. And if we can't get that, Power Zellweger, I guess. But we didn't even get that in the end. We got it for half a game, and then they were like, nah, it sucks.
It didn't even suck. They weren't even bad.
Yeah. They were on the ice for, what, 1 goal against in the Czech game?
Yeah, and they were like, no, we can't have that.
Yeah. Like, whatever. Okay. Owen's was gonna carry the defense core anyways. Yeah. I guess that's pretty much it for World Junior stuff. Like, there's not much else to say other than that we're sad. And we're probably going to be sad and traumatized until the summer tournament happens. If it happens at all.
Oh, we are still not over 2020.
Oh, and we're still not over yet. Last year, yeah.
Yeah.
2 years in a row, guys!
Whoa, we love traumatic World Juniors.
Yeah, we love those traumatic World Junior experiences. How amazing. Yeah, and then I guess, going into, like, the actual junior leagues, because they do still exist, and it's not just World Juniors. The roster freeze is still in effect for the OHL because of World Juniors, because they have to freeze rosters. Apparently that's getting cleared up within the next couple of days, and so we might see some trades. I know people are talking about JT, and about trading JT. And I'm like, bro, I don't want JC to get traded, but trade him to Barry with Cardsy.
Yeah. There are JT can get traded, but there are only to certain places.
Only to certain teams. Like, I wouldn't mind if he went to the Bronx either.
Yeah.
JT and Shane just living it up. Maybe Shane would finally get on the pod. Then. Yeah. Right? Because Otter hasn't convinced him to get on, and neither has Brant. And then the Prawns shut down again. Same with the Spitfires. The OHL is kind of just a mess of cancellations right now.
Yeah.
And the Colts get shut down. Too. Because of course they do. Because who has COVID on the Colts? Better not be Cardsy. All I'm going to say.
Actually, we would know if it was Cardsy.
True. We would know if it was Cardsy. Because he would announce it on the pod.
Yeah.
The QMJHL shuts down until January 14th. Rip the Q. They might just shut down forever and ever. Amen.
No, it's like it's like we finally get to know some people from the Q. And
Bro,
like,
oh yeah, and then it's
just... Then they're just like, nah. Nope.
Not Maverick. Maverick Bork, guys.
So sad. He's so cute.
Yeah. And then the WHL shuts down 2 teams. They shut down the Broncos last week, and then they shut down the Hurricanes like a couple days ago. Which, like, yay! Don't shut down the ice! Don't shut down the ice. The Ice, who have Connor Geeky playing third line center right now.
Hey, it works for them, I guess.
Works for them. And then the Ice, I guess they're still winning. Still, they don't disappoint. They never disappoint. They've lost 6 times this year.
Must be nice, eh?
Must be nice, yeah. Don't worry, Kat. The Habs will draft Matt Savoie first overall. because French name.
Yeah, because
And
French
he can-
name.
Speak French, in theory.
He can't, but yes, in theory.
In theory, he can speak French. And Connor Bedard is a mutant. He scored 4 goals yesterday. Again. So in the past 2 games of hockey he has played, he has 8 goals.
Connor, are you okay? Like, is he okay? Like, genuinely asking?
Maybe something changed at World Juniors. He's gonna go off.
Maybe
I just have a feeling that he's gonna go off.
maybe it was just like being around like Shane and like
Being around like Shane and like Kent and like
yeah.
all his boys.
And now he's like, okay, I've got to like do something.
Yeah, well, wish Shane could do that. Too bad his team's in protocol. Too bad his team is in protocol. Yeah, anything else on the CHL? Probably not. 'Cause I don't really have anything else to say about them. Other than go Ice.
And people
Support them.
Please stop getting COVID.
Oh, yeah. That too. Especially in the OHL.
Ontario's a mess, okay?
Yeah, we don't talk about
We
it.
had like 800 cases in Ottawa alone, I'm pretty sure. Like yesterday.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, like everywhere.
Mm.
Kind of sucks. Yeah. And then final segment. Talk about the NCAA. We've kind of talked about it a little bit. But I put like a couple of things in.
Yeah. Michigan canceled against Western Michigan because their health department was like, yeah, you can't play that game. Also probably because they had 5 people supposed to be busy at World Juniors that are no longer busy at World Juniors, but were supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Northeastern's been down more men.
Yeah.
Point.
Eh.
Michigan getting the health department to be like, yeah,
You can't
you
play.
don't have to play Western Michigan.
But you can play Michigan
kind of
Tech.
unfair.
You can't play
But
Western
yeah,
Michigan.
you can play Michigan Tech, but you can't play Western Michigan.
But apparently Western Michigan's had some COVID cases. Apparently.
Oh, so
I
yeah.
heard somewhere. I could be wrong. I don't know.
maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, but then they played
And
Michigan
they
Tech.
didn't even win against Michigan Tech.
They didn't even win.
And Michigan Tech isn't good, are they?
No.
They're not ranked, right? Michigan Tech?
No, I think they're 16th, though.
Okay.
They're a top 20 team. It's like, they're not
Oof.
bad.
Yeah, but like, thinking about it, like,
You know, at this point, all I want is for Beecher to score. He had two short-handed breakaways, and he didn't score
Yeah, I saw that.
on either of them.
But Eddie scored, didn't he?
No.
Like, after? In overtime or whatnot? Whenever it was a tie, like, after?
I don't think anyone scored in overtime.
Why? Okay. And then why was it a tie? Because shootout? Did it go to shootout?
Because it's an exhibition game. Technically.
It's an exhibition game?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Because
Wait, why is this an exhibition game? Why is this an exhibition game?
Well, because it's an out-of-conference game. So they don't count for standings, which means technically it's an exhibition game.
Okay, true. But, like, that makes no sense. This makes no sense. D1 hockey makes no sense. The conference system makes no sense.
It makes sense. Once you get...
It makes no sense. Sorry, these games don't matter because they're played out of conference.
Yeah,
Like, what the heck, Kat?
because the different conferences are like different leagues, right?
True, okay.
And then there are like...
But, like, it's like Mem Cup. It's like... You can't tell me that a WHL team playing an OHL team in Mem Cup doesn't matter.
But Mem Cup is like our NCAA tournament. Right?
Yeah, but, like, you have, like, the other tournaments first, right? Like, you have, like, the playoffs.
Okay, so...
The CHL operates differently, Kat. They have,
It's
like,
basically
the inter-league
Yeah, it's the same thing with us though. Like every conference has their
And then
own
Mountain Cup is
playoffs.
like Frozen Four.
Yeah, so every team has their own playoffs, and then the winner of those playoffs gets like an automatic free pass to the NCAA tournament, and then the winner of the regular season of each conference gets like an unofficial free pass. They don't technically have a free pass, but they won the conference, so they kind of do.
Mm-hmm.
And then the four other teams are like there's like a committee, and they choose which teams they think are best.
Is it 16 teams?
Yeah,
total?
and then there are 16
Okay.
teams, and then there are four regionals, right? And then and then it's just like a bracket. It's like
Yeah, but there are 6 conferences, so why are there only 4 regionals? That doesn't make
the
sense.
regionals
Kat.
is like they're kind of like bubbles, right? Like because the teams are like they don't like having the teams travel all the time because some schools are kind of poor. So
Yeah,
they'll put like all the teams in one place.
Mm-hmm.
Right, they'll have like 4 mini tournaments, kind of. And like the winner of each mini tournament is like the winner of each regional, and then they go and play in the NCAA tournament, which is also like in.
Oh, rip the Alaska University hockey team.
Yeah, it's fun.
Do they just never travel?
They travel.
Do they travel all the time? Are they just always on the road?
I don't know. I don't follow their conference.
Which conferences? It's the same one as Arizona, right?
Look, I don't know. Okay. I know the Big Ten, Hockey East, and kind of the NCHC. And no one else. Because I don't have the brain capacity for that.
I mean, those are the main ones anyway. Like,
Yeah, those are the
who
ones
really cares about the other 3? They're so irrelevant.
they kind of are, yeah. Yeah. Kind of are irrelevant.
They just like California teams and stuff. Or not even California, like West Coast teams.
Yeah.
Like ASU. Sorry, Ari.
We're not that good. Like, we don't even have a lot of hockey schools here, so.
True. We can't get ice, so. Yeah. NCAA teams come back from break this weekend, right?
Technically, some of them they're technically already back from break. But they go back to conference play Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Because definitely Vi plays on Saturday.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can continue how good he's been after a long break. He will, because he's a king, but
It's Devin. What do you expect?
Devin, like, yeah. I saw photos of him and Dylan Grand on Instagram, and I got emotional.
They're so... Oh my god.
Yeah. Him commenting on Dylan's post about, like, signing his contract, like, you're welcome. Like, Devin, please. You haven't even signed the contract, Devin.
Oh.
He will at the end of this year, though. I guarantee. Sabres want him up.
But does he want to go? That's the question.
No, Kat. A 7th round pick being offered an ELC doesn't want to go.
But it's the Sabres. Why would he want to play for the
He
Sabres?
likes them. He does in fact like them. He talks to the goalie coach like every day.
But it's the Sabres.
And he texted Dylan when he first got traded. Because everyone apparently texts Dylan when they get traded.
It's Dylan, okay? He's like...
He just knows everyone. Him and Owen are going to become best friends.
Oh my god. Are we ready for that?
I'm not ready for it, honestly.
You're definitely not ready for that.
Low key, the Sabres have like 2 pretty high, potentially high picks coming up in the next draft. Because they have their own, which obviously is going to be high. And then they have Vegas's pick. And Vegas kind of sucks right now.
That is true.
I think they're last in the division.
I don't even know. I've given up on the NHL.
And so all I'm going to say is if they somehow figure out a way to use those 2 picks to get Matt and Connor. If they somehow figure out a way to get Matt and Connor.
No, because the Habs are getting it, Matt.
No, they're not. If they draft first overall, they're going to draft Shane. If they don't, they're gonna be idiots.
If they don't get first, then they're gonna get second. If they get anything but first and they draft before Buffalo, they're getting mad.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's Matt. Come on. My worst fear is if we draft Logan Cooley, and I'll be forced to like him.
That would be so funny.
Please, no.
I really want that to happen.
No, thank you. I'd rather anyone else. I feel like with our third pick, we could draft Nick Rotary, just, for the Adam Fantilli vibe. Adam Fantilli, who like, it's so, because him and Connor Bedard are, like, somehow besties. Like, not because of camp last year, but I think, I was looking it up the other day. They were, like, they knew each other from, like, school and stuff, and, like, back in the day.
School and stuff. They live on opposite sides of the country.
No, Adam started going to school in America, like, when he was, like, 12.
And Connor was in Vancouver.
Yeah, playing in the CSSHL.
That's true.
Which is the Canadian boarding, like, the hockey school league. So they played, like, other schools.
Yeah. I don't know.
They knew each other from somewhere. Like, it's definitely a thing. They know each other from... this is why I hate Canada.
You know what?
Everyone just knows everyone.
They probably met at the Brick tournament.
Oh, guaranteed.
They probably met at Brick.
Everyone meets at Brick.
Yeah, everybody meets there.
Fetz and Jamie definitely met there the first time. And our parents are close.
It's not even just the Canadians either.
It's the Americans, too.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was just the 2019 draft class. Like,
true.
They're weird.
But, like, look.
Yeah.
It's
weird. They're weird.
Yeah.
But, like, GTA crew is expanding because we do know that, like, everything's happening. Don Mills Prio. Guarantee at some point Luke and Brant have talked to each other again since.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Brant casually bringing up how he knows the Hughes
Just
brothers.
It's like it makes sense. But it doesn't,
It doesn't make sense. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to add? Oh, I was going to just get on the NHL. The NHL pause continued. Games are still getting canceled because of it.
Games are getting canceled. But also, they think it's fine for the Habs to play with 16 COVID cases.
Because they don't care about COVID, they care about money.
Yeah.
They don't care about COVID.
Yeah, they postpone.
They just keep canceling, like, they cancel all the Jets games because the Jets have announced that they aren't going to let fans in because of the government restrictions. They do that for all the Canadian teams. Yeah, like, most of them. And, like, yeah.
It's stupid.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, the NHL doesn't really care about COVID. It cares about money.
Yeah.
And the Tampa Bay game was going to make them lots of money. And that's why they let the Habs play it.
And then they let them play Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want the Habs to not have COVID. Like... No, like I don't think that's too much to ask for.
I want the Sabres to not have COVID. Kind of high key. Because they're on a road trip right now, and I kind of want Dylan Cousins and Peyton Krebs playing at the same time.
But Bo plays
Bestie
tonight. Bo and JD play tonight.
Yes, they do. They do play each other tonight. I'm excited for that. I'm ready. Bowen and Jamie haven't had a proper reunion yet.
Yeah.
Because Bo has been injured every single game against the Ducks. Ari, are you excited for that?
Wait. This reminds me of when Mason asked Fetz to fight him when they were playing.
He did. But I don't know why he did that. Fetz wouldn't fight him.
But it's still funny.
At the most, Fetz isn't a fighter, but at the most he'd fight Jamie. Because Jamie wouldn't punch him in the head hard.
But it's still funny, the fact that he asked.
Yeah. Mason. Man, you don't need a fight.
You're trying to get the Gordie Howe hat trick.
Yeah, but, in your first NHL game? Nah, not for Fets.
You know, it was worth a try. Not with Fets.
Worth a try.
Fets
Not with
wouldn't,
Fets.
but like,
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Pretty much, we don't really have anything else to say. Oh, other than Alex Turcotte.
he finally played.
NHL debut.
I'm so happy.
After tons of moving him up, moving him down, moving him up, moving him down. Did he do anything? He didn't get a point, did he?
I don't know, but he played.
Yeah. But he played.
That's all that
enough.
matters.
Yeah. So good for him. Yeah, and that's it. That's pretty much it. We don't have any more updates. We'll be sad about World Juniors again next time and, you know, just update on the CHL and whatnot. So that's it for this episode.